HeirofCarthage here and Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. I'm excited. I had a viewer actually shoot me a replay. I don't get a lot for this game, so I wanted to check it out. This game, I really love this game. It has got some pretty awesome multiplayer. I'd like to play it more. Not a ton of population on it. I'd love to do some games with viewers. Unfortunately, I can't really stream right now, but I am thinking about announcing a time and trying to play this with some viewers and then doing the replays. But this came in from a viewer of mine who emailed it to me, and this is a mirror match. We got a Gaussian, or sorry, we got a coalition and a Soban player on each team. So I'm gonna kind of just help cast this out for you. We've got let's see. Let's reveal all so we can see what's going on. So yeah, down here we've got a Soban player. And we've got a Coalition player. Soban and Coalition are related. Soban's kind of like a sub-faction of Coalition that's got better railguns. And it's the same thing up here, so it's a mirror matchup. The map, let me just kind of give you all a look at the map. So the map is Canyon Outpost. It's got several kind of bridge things like this that go in between a wreck in the center that create a lot of choke points. So there are quite a lot of choke points in this map. And there's a lot of terrain features too, like these rocks, and this is supposed to be set in a Gaussian outpost from the campaign. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to keep an eye on here in terms of terrain, and it's definitely something to be aware of and understand. Let's switch this over to units and see who's producing what. Looks like we've salvagers wise, it's fairly close between the two teams. Looks like Indigo's gone for a second support cruiser, or he's gone for a support cruiser, not a second one. Let's see if we can find Indigo. I believe he's going to be the player down here. Yeah, so he's going to have a very early lead in resources. So let me explain the resources in this game. There's wrecked bulkheads like this that are supposed to be shipwrecks. You use your salvagers to bust them open. There's construction units, which are these orange ones, and then there are resource units, which are the blue ones, and you need both to produce certain units. Let's check it out. This is an artifact retrieval game. There are 3 artifacts in the center of the map. The red team has to extract theirs to this zone over here that says Team 2, and Team 1 has to extract theirs right here where it says Team 1. And the artifacts respawn after a certain amount of time. They have to be carried by a base runner, which is this vehicle right here. So pretty sweet looking vehicle actually. See if I can get my controls straight in this game. It's actually about to get hit by a bunch of light attack craft. See him coming over the ridge back here. This game is absolutely beautiful. It really is. It's a fantastic game. I wish that it had a bigger population. I'm not sure why it didn't get very well known, because it really is a pretty spectacular RTS game. The Soban player here that's got the base runner out is attempting to use a screen and get away, but he's a goner. This artifact retrieval is definitely going to get shut down by the LAVs out here. So let's just kind of check it out. I'll click on it. We'll focus in on the base runner. You can see it's getting hit by these light attack craft. Light attack craft are pretty sweet. Let's watch some of them close up. Give you some close-up views of what they do. Driving around with their little chain gun, ramping over the dunes and stuff. That one's doing some crazy stuff. But yeah, it's a fun game. And apparently you can drive through other ships. It's pretty handy. So yeah. Anyway, let's hop out of there. Take a look at the overhead again, and just kind of see who's doing what here. There's the overall. If we take a look at the units, we've got AAVs up for Indigo, and his economy should be driving that pretty well. So Team 1's got each an AAV coming out, and we've got a second support cruiser though for every player. So every player is expanding into the resources pretty quickly. So it's good to see. AAVs, just to kind of explain it, so the light attack craft are a light unarmored craft that just gets around and does well versus any unarmored target. An AAV is an armored target that is good against unarmored targets. So it's the hard counter to a LAV. And then of course you'll have railguns later on, which are hard counters to armored vehicles like this. So the game definitely has very straightforward counters, hard counters types of units, which makes it easy to understand, but there's still actually quite a bit of depth when it comes to the strategy in these games. Let's check it out. So we've got lots of mining locations, almost 3 mining locations for each team, and it looks like we're moving an artifact here for Team 1. So Team 1's got this base runner moving, and they've got 4 LAVs kind of locked into a guard mode here. We'll see, I hear a railgun coming up too. So let's pop up, see where that was at, see who's got the first railgun. Looks like the railgun. Oh, we have Indigo's got interceptors up. Here they are. Or strike fighters.
Reposition. Bring engines to speed.
What? Hold on. Don't do this to me. I was trying to select the strike fighter.
Go ahead.
There we go.
Guard position locked.
Enemy contact on sensor.
So you can see the strike fighter there. We'll get up here and follow it around so you can see the strike fighters making strikes on the enemy economy. It's always a good use for a strike fighter. Let you see these guys close up. They're pretty sweet.
Enemy signature identified.
Aircraft makes for some fun. So strike fighters are kind of like a fast, light attack craft. There's other kinds of aircraft like bombers and also gunships. Let's take a back look up at the overhead real quick. I was trying to see who had the rail. Oh, here's the rail gun. It's actually Red Man over here. Where is this rail gun?
Enemy on sensors.
Yeah, I see the rail gun up for Red Man. There's only one. Only one up. There's more action going on over here with the strike fighters. So it looks like going for maximum economy damage. And there's not really any anti-air defense up for the red team here. So Team 2 is going to be eating it a lot. Team 1 just picked up an artifact.
Tracking enemy target.
So quite a lot of resources being mined for both teams. These strike fighters are severely disrupting the resourcing capability of the Soban player on Team 2 here, which is Deta.
New threat identified.
Yeah, so Deta is in trouble there.
Enemy armor.
Let's check out and see if there's any other big pushes. These are all LAVs pushing through over here. So it looks like we've got this Red Man's base runner here.
Move order confirmed.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, his base runner is making a push back to the artifacts, and he's got pretty good protection there with AAVs and some LAVs. What the? Is that a cruise missile? I think that's a cruise missile. Holy cow! Was it ever a cruise missile? That was brutal. Took out all of the mining there. So look at that tech tree.
Tracking hostile.
The carrier tech level here for Savannah 7 or Savannah 7 or whatever it is. Wow, he's already teched up to crazy.
Hostile armor on the board.
What's this power reserve 2 here? How is he teched up so high?
Enemy signature
I don't know. Okay, that's the other player. You actually can't see the tech progress. But he's spent all his money on teching up his carrier, so he's going to weaponize his carrier. And it looks like he's going to come out here into the main. That cruise missile was devastating. Like, took out all of the mining at one location. And the fact that he has this cruise missile, and you can see the cooldown on it right here. Let's check for aircraft. No aircraft here.
This is the captain.
Lots of strike fighters here in the hangar for Indigo. And then nothing in the hangar here either. So only one player going with air. Let's check out the armies just here real quick, and I'll zoom back in again. 3 railguns for Red Man.
Enemy armor inbound.
And he's this player right here, the Soban player. Where are the Soban railguns? Okay, I see a missile battery, so there is anti-air up now for this team. I still haven't seen the railguns.
Hostile unit marked. LAV taking effective fire.
Well, we got railgun. Okay, here's Red Man's railguns. Okay, I was looking on the wrong team.
Railgun under fire.
Let's watch this engagement out here. We've got the weaponized carrier here, and it is pretty potent. So all these forces are going to fall back from it. There's really not a potent enough force here, and then you can see this dune here is going to shield the carrier from more railgun. But the range and power of this carrier is pretty significant. You can see here it's just pounding these railguns, pushing back the whole army of Red Man here. So he's being pushed back pretty hard, and that is like I said, Savannah 7, And that's going to give the red team a pretty big advantage, honestly. If he just keeps his carrier out here all weaponized, wow, look at all the strike fighters back here. There's 12 strike fighters in circulation. And these AAVs over here are going to feel the wrath of all those strike fighters. Holy crap. That was brutal. That was way more strike fighters than he needed to get that job done. Way more. I hear a battle cruiser on my. Oh man, Red Man's got 2 battle cruisers up.
Hostile contact on the board.
So here they are coming out. Let's go check out the battle cruiser.
Enemy on sensors.
Alright, so battle cruisers, not the best range and they're slow, but if they get on top of something, including a carrier, they will absolutely wreck it. So again, these guys are slow and a little bit vulnerable to air. Or at least they can be, but I mean, if they get on top of anything else in the game, they're going to waste it. Now, let's watch all these strike fighters. They are getting hit by a little bit of anti-air. They should focus down the anti-air. The missile batteries back here, there's easily enough strike fighters to focus it down. They're finally getting some missiles on it. But that missile battery has done extremely well there. The little chevrons that pop up there too are units that are getting veterancy. Ooh, here comes the battle cruisers. Let's zoom in and watch this. So here's the battle cruisers and some light attack vehicles, and the weaponized carrier of Savannah 7's coming across, and then Red Man's got 2 battle cruisers waiting right here. Those are Soban battle cruisers too. They've got railguns. I actually kind of think a standard battle cruiser might have been more powerful here in terms of damage per second. Let's check it out. But he did some pretty big damage there to the carrier. Took about 3,000 health off of it. The LAVs are up here giving line of sight, but this carrier is pretty powerful, and it's got a support cruiser healing it. So this action's pretty sweet right here. These Soban battle cruisers are going to put an absolute beating on this carrier. But the carrier has so much... oh crap! Here comes the cruise missile right on top of them. So the battle cruiser's in severe danger there. One of them goes down. No, it's still alive, but there's no support cruisers. The battle cruisers put some smoke up to try and keep themselves safe momentarily. More railguns coming in. So this is a big fight here, but one battle cruiser going down, the weaponized carrier holding its own amidst a pretty challenging environment here, but it has taken some significant damage. And there's a serious LAV attack going on over here too. LAV's just absolutely shredding up some of the resourcing. Let's go back to that carrier battle though. I don't want to miss that. Look at that though. The carrier shuts it down. Absolutely shuts it down. 2 battle cruisers, 2 railguns, horde of LAVs. Savannah 7 and his carrier shut it down. He's now going to start healing. He needs to get that carrier healed up, but the economy damage here is real. Look at this swarm of LAVs coming in. I'm trying to remember the name of the player over here. This is Savannah 7, and then Detta, his teammate. So they are being pushed hard by the swarm of LAVs, and this is very, very bad. The support cruiser can help heal the salvagers, but there's so many AAVs here, they can easily take out the support cruiser. Strike fighters up though, and these are red team strike fighters. So they have a nice area of effect. They'll do all right against these balled up LAVs. Oh, but look, here comes the entire Air Force from the Team 1 here. Look at all these strike fighters coming over the ridge. Let's see how they use their missiles. They went after the missile ship over here, and the missile ship, I think is what they call it. Wow. So that's a lot of strike fighters. There's still some more anti-air though. 2 anti-air turrets, or missile batteries, sorry. Not a missile ship. Missile ship is Galcian. Yeah, the damage is being done here. The economy is just completely dead. There's a lot of armed logistics modules, and let's check the power setting here. Actually, not a lot of power into the armed logistics modules. That would be right here. But there's a 3rd artifact being pulled. So that's a big deal. Team 1's going to pick up artifact number 3 here, and they're only 2 artifacts away from winning. So you either have to destroy your opponent's carrier, or you have to capture 5 artifacts. You can see that these LAVs are getting hit by the armed logistics module, and it was stunning them. so that can be helpful. Let's get back out here to the overhead and see what's going on. What do we got going on? Assault cruiser up. Assault cruiser is kind of like a light battle cruiser that's faster. So it's got some pretty sweet laser turrets. Oh, here comes a cruise missile. Let's see where it's headed. Look at it skimming over the terrain. Right into the economy. So Svanya 7's weaponized carrier once again decimating the economy of Team 1, but not near to the devastation that's suffered by Team 2. Team 2 has been almost completely shut down. If we take a look at resources, this is the current resources. And Svanya 7's sitting on a pretty nice pile of CUs and RUs, but if you look at Detta, his teammate, he's hurting. He does not have an economy at the moment. He would have to get some resources from his teammate to even begin building. And then Indigo's sitting on a huge pile of construction units, and then Redman's got a pretty decent. Oh, we got another battle cruiser up here. Let's get up to see it. This is another Soban battle cruiser. I'd like to see the standard battle cruiser, but I think Detta's his carrier is going to be in trouble here because I don't think it's weaponized significantly enough to help defend against this. And the economy's taken so much damage. Yep, he's gone. So now it's the carrier Svanya 7 versus the world. You kind of see it backing up over the dune over there. It has not been repaired. He has plenty of power. And I thought that this would give self-repair should be online. That's kind of weird. Okay, he's got a support cruiser up, but I don't know how it's going to... two support cruisers. So he's got a significant amount of healing here, but I don't know if it's enough healing to put off the damage. It is not. But if he can quickly kill all these units attacking him, there needs to be some kiting here. The railguns need to kite backwards, and then the battle cruiser would want to kite backwards too, because if this carrier gets enough time, it's going to kill all these things. Yeah, look at that. It's now attacking the battle cruiser. Battle cruiser taking massive damage. I don't think the damage on the Soban... Okay, here comes another cruise missile. I'm kind of surprised the cruise missiles are not going for the enemy carriers. Let's see where this one goes to. Ah, nice dodge there. So Redman dodging the cruise missile takes minimal damage, and there's 4 assault cruisers pushing up. Battle cruiser's down, but the support cruisers are down too. This carrier though has some significant weapon power, but the question's whether or not it can keep itself safe. So Svanya 7 is trying to build another support cruiser. He's got no economy at this point, and he's being pushed by 5 assault cruisers at this point, and then a lot of light attack vehicles. I don't know how he can survive this without a cruise missile. You can see his cruise missile cooldown's only about halfway done. He's definitely going to need to kite back, but he may not know that this attack is on the way just yet if he hasn't scouted it yet. Still healing going on because of his self-repair. And the support cruiser's up kind of just in time here. Let's see if the carrier can fend off. Yeah, all these assault cruisers, they're going to destroy this support cruiser pretty quickly. The carrier's trying to get right up in the middle of them. The damage is pretty insane. The carrier is going to be eating a huge amount of damage. Here comes a missile strike from the assault cruisers. I don't think that Svanya 7 can survive this kind of assault. Let's just kind of wait and see. He needed his cruise missile here, and he would have had to caught these guys with the cruise missile, and then he might have been able to destroy him. But Svanya 7, after a pretty gallant fight from his carrier, he's going to go down. 3 more battle cruisers coming in with railguns, plus the strike fighters. Blaze of glory for Svanya 7. Got to give this guy a hand. If he's going down, he is going down in a blaze of glory. Nice little nuclear explosion there. Beautiful. Absolutely love this game. That was a sweet replay. A lot different from the tournament replays I've been watching. Obviously, the tournament replays are a lot more like skilled micro type play, but this was kind of a fun macro game on a 2v2. Getting to see players bring out the cruiser play, seeing that weaponized carrier, all those cruise missiles, that was fun. I enjoyed that, and I really appreciate the replay being sent in. So I don't remember exactly which player on here was that sent it in, but that was pretty sweet. And look at that Indigo dominating the economy with most CUs collected, most RUs collected, and spent. But if we take a look at combat, Indigo, unfortunately, dominating the units lost there. I say dominated, not really. He was pretty close in terms with Redman. Redman had a carrier destroyed. I thought both these. Redman got a carrier. I guess he got Indigo's carrier. That's what it was. Yeah, he got Indigo's carrier. It didn't show the kill for the other carrier, but units destroyed there. Svanya 7, even though he lost, that was pretty sweet performance. There was 65 units destroyed. So a cool game on Canyon Outpost. Hope you all enjoyed that one. I tried to get you some more like cinematic views, because the battles can be quite cinematic when you're watching the replay. Obviously, you don't have a lot of time to do that during the actual game. It goes more from that tactical view. So still trying to learn how to cast this game. I don't know how much I'll get to cast it, but I really do hope you enjoy this. I know I enjoy it. I love making these videos for you all. Can't wait to come back with more. If you've gotten into Deserts of Kharak and you think you have a fun replay, send it to me. If not, I might get in touch with either Magpie or Dreamlands and see if I can get some of the replays from the Artifact Cup 15 tournament, because there was some really good matches in that tournament, if you all would be interested in seeing that. I mean, like I said, I like it. It's some good strategic, classic RTS action. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I will see you all again soon. HeirofCarthage, signing out.